This video is going to be a reminder about how to evaluate polynomials for a given value. So when you're asked to evaluate, you're asked to plug a value in for the variable. So in our first example, we have 5x squared minus 8x plus 4. And for part A, it says that x is 4. So if x is 4, we want to figure out what we would get for this expression. So 5x squared minus 8x plus 4, we're simply going to plug in 4 everywhere there's an x. So 4 squared is 16. And then 5 times 16, I believe that's 80, but let me just check. Yep, 80 minus 32 plus 4. Okay, so then we'll have 80 minus 32 plus 4 is 52. So plug in the number that they give you for the variable, and then just simplify your expression. Part B, we want to use the same expression, so 5x squared minus 8x plus 4, but this time we're asked to plug in a negative 2. So I'm going to plug in a negative 2 everywhere I see an x, and then simplify. So negative 2 squared is a positive 4. So I'm taking care of the exponents first. I will then multiply. So I have 20 plus 16 plus 4. And when I add those things together, I get 40. So when x is 4, I got 52 in part A. And when x is negative 2, I got 40 in part B. I think I have one more part here. I've got part C. I want to know what we get if x is 0. So 5x squared minus 8x plus 4. I'm going to plug in 0. Remember that anything times 0 is just 0. So that's going to 0 out, that's going to 0 out, and I'm just going to be left with 4. Okay, our last example, we have 3 parts again, is number 2. You could have more than one variable, but then each variable would have to be defined. So in part A, they say x is 5 and y is 1. So we're going to do the same thing. So negative x squared minus 2y squared plus 6. So for x, that's 5, so I'm plugging in 5 for x. Notice that the negative that was in the expression stays on the outside. That is not getting squared. The only thing that is squared is the x, not that negative sign. If the negative sign was going to be part of the square, it would have to be in parentheses. And then we have minus 2 times y, which is 1 squared, plus 6. So now we'll simplify. 5 squared is 25, and then we bring down that negative in front. 1 squared is just 1. 2 times 1 is 2, so we have negative 25 minus 2 plus 6. And when we do that, we get negative 21. Part B. We have negative x squared minus 2y squared plus 6. Okay, so we're going to plug in negative 3 for x. So a negative comes down from here. X is negative 3 squared. So always put parentheses around what you're plugging in. Minus 2 times y, which is negative 2 squared, plus 6. So negative 3 squared is a positive 9, but then I have that negative in front, so it ends up being minus 9. Negative 2 times negative 2 squared is a positive 4. So I have negative 9 minus 8 plus 6, and that will give me negative 11. Okay, my last one, I have negative x squared minus 2y squared plus 6, and I'm plugging in 0 for both x and y. So if I do that, I will get negative 0 squared minus 2 times 0 squared plus 6. Anything times 0 is 0, so 0 squared would be 0, so that's 0. This would be 0, so we're just left with 6.